All right, let's dive into one of the wine world's most misunderstood powerhouses, the Mourvèdre grape. It's ancient, it's packed with character, and today we're going to pull back the curtain and uncover all its secrets.
You know, someone once called this wine a symphony of intensity and complexity. And honestly, they nailed it. This isn't a wine that whispers. Oh no. It fills the glass with a powerful, booming song.
So, what's the deal? What gives this grape such a unique and, let's be honest, captivating character? Let's get into it. We're going to start right where it matters, the experience itself. Because tasting Mourvèdre for the first time, well, it's kind of like trying to solve an enigma in the glass. The second you pour a glass of Mourvèdre, you can just feel its presence. It's full-bodied, it's deeply complex, and it has this amazing structure that basically screams, I'm built to last. We're talking decades of evolution. So what is Mourvèdre exactly? Well, at its heart, it's an ancient, super robust red grape that absolutely loves the hot, sun-drenched lands of the Mediterranean. And that's really the key to everything. That sun-drenched origin is what fuels its powerful character. But that Mediterranean origin, that's just the beginning of its story. See, this grape didn't just stay put. Not at all. It went on a true nomad's journey all across the world.
I mean, this grape has been on the move for centuries. Its story kicks off in ancient Spain, where it was first known as Monastrell. Then, around the 13th century, it made its way over to France, finding a perfect new home in Provence. Fast forward to the 19th century, and it's spreading all across the New World, planting roots in places like Australia and the United States.
And this whole journey, it explains something that trips a lot of people up, the name. Back in its native Spain, it's called Monastrell, and it just thrives in those warm regions like Humilla. But when it crossed the border into France, it got a new identity, Mourvèdre. And that's the name that stuck when it became the absolute signature grape of its most famous home, Bandol. Okay, so we've got the history lesson down, but let's dig into the why behind its personality. It's time to really explore the character of the grape itself. So what is it really that makes this grape so famously intense? What's packing that punch? Well, the answer starts with what you smell. The aromatic profile is just incredible. You get this powerful wave of dark fruits, think blackberry, cassis, layered with spices like black pepper. But then it gets really interesting. You start picking up these fascinating earthy notes, like a damp forest floor, and even what we call animal notes, savory hints of leather or cured meat. It's a seriously complex bouquet. And when you take a sip, that complexity is totally supported by a powerful structure. It has these firm tannins, that substance that gives the wine its backbone and that slightly drying sensation in your mouth. But it's all perfectly balanced by a bright acidity that keeps it feeling fresh, all leading to this super long, persistent finish. And here is where the real magic happens. With a little bit of age, that power transforms. The wine develops this remarkable complexity, revealing these incredible notes of truffle and more of that forest floor character. It's a wine that is truly alive and evolving in the bottle. So now that we know its character, let's grab our passports for a quick world tour. Where has this well-traveled grape decided to call home today? So in the Old World, its two main kingdoms show off two very distinct styles. Over in Bandol, France, it's all about being powerful and structured with those high tannins and classic Provençal herbs. These wines are built to last forever. But hop over to Humilla, Spain, and it's more intense and fruity with ripe black fruits and these delicious notes of chocolate and spice. It's the same grape, just expressing itself totally differently based on where it grew up. But hey, this isn't just an old world story anymore. While Spain and France are still the dominant players, Mourvèdre has found some amazing new homes. In Australia, they call it Mataro, and it's also making some serious waves in California and other New World regions. It's truly gone global. Okay, this all sounds fantastic, right? But how do you actually enjoy it? Let's get practical and talk about putting Mourvèdre on the table. That bold structure and intense flavor profile, they make this wine an absolute dream for food pairings. This is not a wine that just sits in the background. It elevates a meal, especially when you pair it with rich, savory dishes. So let's walk through the perfect pairing. First off, think robust proteins. We're talking grilled red meats, game like venison, or a rich lamb dish. It's perfect. Second, don't be afraid of intense flavors. This wine can absolutely stand up to spicy things like a Moroccan tagine. And third, bring on the cheese. Hard, flavorful cheeses like an aged manchego are a match made in heaven. When you put it all together, the wine structure just cuts right through the richness of the food, creating this incredible, harmonious balance.
So, after centuries of travel and evolution, where is this ancient grape headed now? What's in store for its next chapter? Well, the future holds both challenges and some really exciting opportunities. On the one hand, winemakers are grappling with climate change, which can push sugar levels up and acidity down, threatening that signature balance. They're also still working to overcome its old reputation as a difficult grape. But on the other hand, there are huge opportunities. We're seeing a rise in organic and biodynamic farming, which is leading to pure expressions of the grape. And winemakers are using innovative techniques to enhance its elegance. And if you want to understand just how important this grape is, you only need to remember one number: 50%. In Bandol, its most prestigious home, the official rules say that red wines must contain at least 50% Mourvèdre. That law right there cements its role as the undisputed king of the region. Which really leaves us with this final thought. Caught between its ancient, powerful tradition and all these forces of change, what will be the next chapter for this misunderstood powerhouse? I guess that's a story we'll all just have to keep tasting to find out.